In today's video, we'll go through 4 simple strategies, so you can grow your arm muscles to get them looking bigger and more powerful in next to no time. It's no surprise that many of us want to develop those impressive movie star arms. Muscular arms catch people's attention.
Or tight abs and really big arms.
And they can really boost your overall appearance and confidence. However, you've probably realized that building muscly arms is tougher and slower than it seems, even if you're doing all the right exercises. But if you're determined to make your arms grow, this video uncovers the best strategies backed by research that will finally help you turbocharge your arm muscle growth. The first and most obvious strategy is to make sure you're training your arms with enough volume, as we know there is a positive relationship between weekly volume and muscle growth. So, if you've been disappointed with the size of your arms, increasing the number of sets you do for your arm workouts across the week will lead to better muscle development. For example, a study from 2019 compared the muscle building effects of people doing 6, 18, or 30 sets per week for the biceps and triceps. After 8 weeks, they found that more sets led to faster muscle growth in the arms. Now, this doesn't mean that you should ramp up your volume to do as many sets as possible every week. But it does mean that gradually increasing your weekly volume for the arms can speed up their growth significantly. For instance, you can add an extra set to your current arm exercises or could train your arms on additional days throughout the week. Gradually building up until you are doing 20 or more weekly sets for both the biceps and triceps. After training for an extended period with these extra reps and sets, you will eventually hit a plateau, where your progress stalls. At this point, you should reduce your sets back to your initial volume for 1 or 2 weeks to reduce fatigue and make your muscles more responsive for further growth. You can then start to increase the volume of reps and sets back up again. It's important to note that many people tend to focus more on building their biceps and tend to overlook their triceps. However, the triceps are actually the larger muscle group, so you should give them at least as much, if not more attention if you want to develop impressive arms to be proud of. Now, for the second strategy, which is to shift your arm exercises to earlier in your workout. Normally, you'd begin with your heavy compound exercises such as bench press or pull-ups at the beginning of your workout, before moving on to more isolated arm workouts at the end of your session. However, if your main goal is to focus on building your arm muscles, it's a good idea to move your arm exercises to the beginning of the workout. This is supported by several studies showing that exercises done at the beginning of your workout tend to provide better muscle gains than those done later in your workout. For instance, a study compared the muscle building effects of doing compound exercises before arm isolation exercises versus doing isolated arm exercises before the compound exercises. After 12 weeks, they found that starting with arm isolation exercises at the beginning of the workout rather than the end, led to significantly more growth in both the triceps and biceps. So, if growing your arms is your main focus, this simple change of moving your arm exercises to the beginning of your workout can boost your arm growth. The third strategy is to focus on progressing your arm exercises every week, similar to how you improve your strength with compound exercises. Progression is especially important for arm growth as research proves that isolated exercises such as bicep curls are more closely linked to strength and muscle growth than compound movements are. Therefore, in your weekly workouts, prioritize hypertrophy training, challenging yourself to perform 8 to 12 repetitions in each set. Concentrate on gradually increasing the number of repetitions or the weight you can handle during your isolated arm exercises. When you can complete 12 reps, consider increasing the weight so you continue to push yourself to build more strength, which will in turn lead to increased muscle growth.
That's what I want.
Over time, by following this progression, you're likely to notice a significant increase in the size of your arms. The last strategy is to avoid frequently changing your arm isolation exercises. The idea that you need to constantly switch up your exercises to shock your muscles into growth just isn't a good approach. What really matters in muscle building is not changing exercises every week, but progressively increasing the challenge week by week. So, instead of constantly changing exercises, stick to a set of arm isolation exercises like barbell curls and dumbbell hammer curls for your biceps, and rope pushdowns and close grip bench press for your triceps. Keep using these same exercises week after week, with the goal of getting stronger and increasing the weight as we discussed earlier. Now, this does not mean you can never change your exercises, but you should stick to a set of exercises for an extended period of time. This way, you can consistently track your progress and, over time, you'll be way ahead of the average gym goer who keeps changing things up without making solid gains. So now you have 4 simple strategies that if you implement correctly, will guarantee major changes in your arm muscle growth. To further your development, I will leave a link for the supplements I recommend in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to become part of our community, and I look forward to seeing you next time.